Hello twin flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. So we're going to do a proper reading today. I know the last couple of days for the daily twin flame reading I've been channeling messages, and I do that anyway, but we're going to use cards today properly. So I'm going to bring in the Life Navigator deck. This is a gorgeous deck and this helps us to navigate around the journey. I'm going to bring in the Chakra love cards that our soul sister Ava has gifted for me, and the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. And a big shout out to our soul sister Lizzie for gifting me this deck too. So I'm really excited to see what messages the angels have. And later on, I'm going to be posting a little video about the full moon, because even though the full moon is coming in on Tuesday, I'm feeling it now. And it really kind of came around yesterday. So, you know, this kind of heavy energy that you may be feeling, the need to release, you may be feeling sensitive too, even though you feel like something is definitely brewing up and coming. So I'm going to use the Moonology Oracle and the Moonology Manifestation cards a little bit later on to do a full moon message. So thank you, angels. What's the energy around the connection today, please? The energy around the connection today. The energy around the divine feminines, the energy around the feminine, and the energy around the divine masculine. What do we need to know? Energy around the masculine. That security card was trying to come up again there. Okay? And yeah, same card. This is the one that came up yesterday for the masculine. So I'm going to take it out again because it's really potent right now. So what's the energy around the divine feminine, please, angels? They give me a little bit of a blocked throat chakra today as well. So remember, if there is any blocks in communication or it's taking its time, relax and breathe. It's all as it's meant to be. Everything's working out beautifully with blessings you can't yet see. So the energy around the masculine, I've got two cards, and the energy around the journey today. I'm kind of feeling today's a little bit like Ten of Wands energy, which is burdens and doubt, you know, releasing those burdens away, the need to release that to heal. And the masculine's dealing with burdens in their life. So obviously their karmic situation and anything else that's going on. So what's the energy, please, angels, around the connection? There it is. The energy around the divine feminines and the energy around the divine masculines. Wow, look at that. Wow. So let's start with the journey then. Look at this. There's happiness around the journey. So even though I'm feeling a bit of struggle today, you know, with the Ten of Wands, which is more the masculines are feeling the burden of their life and that you're picking up on that divine feminine, there's happiness there too. And happiness is a choice we make. It comes from within. And you can see there the person on the card is kind of sitting down in the energy of surrender. You know, that could be seen as a lotus position there. You know, like a yogi energy. You know, where we meditate, we breathe, we surrender, we talk to heaven, we connect with source and we give it to God. We throw our hands up in the air. So that's what I'm feeling. The energy of surrender. And when we surrender, which means we let go of the burden, the struggle, the drama, the doubt, the illusion. And we just allow ourselves to feel love and feel loved by not only our twin, but by the universe and heaven and the angels. We feel better. We feel more peaceful. And I'm seeing this, even though this is giving me fear, the energy of the sun, we're releasing fear and we're focusing more on the vortex of creation. And the vortex of creation is where our dream is. You know, everything we want and think about and ask for and intend is sent into the vortex of creation. And then it comes to us at the right time. So I'm seeing this also like a vortex, intention, asking for what you desire, but also the portal that's now open, the doorway. And you've got the keys to that door, remember, which are kindness, love, compassion, understanding, all the fruit of the spirit to open that door. And this is kind of the energy we're moving towards with, you know, releasing of the full moon and moving towards Leo with the Lionsgate portal. So much change. So happiness ahead. And it says it's much easier to enjoy yourself when you are not thinking about yourself. So remember, on this journey we go into struggle when we focus on the me aspect of it, the ego. And that means we say, why isn't he messaging me? Why isn't he reaching out to me? What about me? Okay, why isn't it happening for me? So we make it about me. And when we do that, we go into struggle because we start comparing our journey to others' journey. We start taking things personally and thinking something's wrong. Whereas when we're focused on just breathing and being, the me energy goes away and you realize it's always us. It's always you and them, because you are one. You know, you and your twin are one. You are an us, not a me. So you're being reminded of that. So the angels are saying to you, it's much easier to enjoy what you're doing right now when you are not thinking about you, but you're thinking about both of you. In other words, you start having compassion. And I don't mean thinking about both of you as in the respect of you worrying about what they're doing, or you're overthinking it, or, you know, you're stressing out. This is when you realise that you are a unit. Whether you are in or out of union, you are a unit, you are one. So that makes things easy because you breathe then and you think, wow, he is living inside of me. Everywhere I go, he goes too in me. Because you are one. You know, when me and George aren't physically together, if he goes somewhere, I know he's with me because we are one. He's in this room with me now because we are one. So remember that you are one and you are one with all. You know, because think about everyone you've loved and cared about in your life. You've learned something from them and you carry something from them with you everywhere you go. You know, when your parents pass away, your heart expands and you realise you carry them around with you everywhere you go. You know, I'm really looking forward to next week because I'm going to London for a bit and I'm going to take my mum with me everywhere I go. Whereas if she was living, she wouldn't be able to do that. So it's all about our perception and knowing that you are source energy and you are one with all things. It says to be happier, practice engaging with life in a spirit of wholehearted immersive play. So when we make life more playful and less serious, we're more happy. And we need that as a divine feminine, especially, you know, because we make it so serious sometimes. And the angel's saying just take a load off. And this is what I'm feeling today, that 10 of Wands energy needs to be released by taking a load off and taking your time and not needing to force or rush anything. And the masculines today are moving towards this energy too. I feel that some of the masculines may be having playful energy with children. You know, they may be spending time with the kids today. It's Saturday. If they are at work, it may be very playful energy today. They're having fun at work, whatever they're doing. There could be some competition they're having fun with. I'm feeling divine masculines going out with friends and, you know, spending time in a playful vibration. This doesn't mean that they are satisfied and loving life. It means they are needing to play and relax and breathe. And if they are in communication with you, it's going to be very playful today. Could be quite light-hearted. You know, it could be very flirty. I'm feeling that type of energy, but we'll see what the energy of the masculine's in a moment. So for the journey then today, we've got creativity. It says use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. So any pain you're going through, especially connected with communication because we've got the blue of the throat chakra there, channel that into creative energy. Bring that back to, you know, the truth of the situation, that pain brings in a lesson. When we're in pain, we are learning something. We are growing in some spiritual way. And remember, yesterday, Divine Feminine, we got the spiritual growth for you coming out. So this is about your power. So anything you're going through right now, you can channel that into your service or your creative tool. You can create something from that. Maybe you want to write a book, or you want to write a poem or a blog, or create a YouTube video, or create a deck of cards, or do something creative, or, you know, change something around. Maybe you want to redecorate, or you want to do some housework or cleaning, or, you know, clearing the clutter or changing things around. That's the energy I'm feeling today. And, you know, the pain, we can move it towards creative energy, which brings in a positive force. And that's because right now we're being guided to be kind of patient with ourselves when we're dealing with ego. So, you know, the devil and the temperance card, the devil is connected with the fear, the ego, the worry, the doubt, the stress. Sometimes it can be obsessive behavior where we're stressing and focusing on poor me and those things. But we're being reminded to fly, to feel at peace, to feel happy, is to lighten the load. and to bring it back to the fact that you are a unit and you are one. So I'm definitely feeling this devil energy is what can rob our happiness today. And I say out because I'm a divine feminine too, So when we focus on the me aspect of it, and yes, it's good to give back to the self and love the self, but when it starts getting triggering, what about me? Poor me? When's he going to contact me? That's when we have to take a look at why we're feeling that way and why we're being triggered. And because we're being reminded that love does not demand its own way or create conditions. It's an unconditional love. So we have to be patient. So temperance or light always overcomes the devil or the dark, okay, which is the darkness, the struggle. That codependent energy where we need a message from our twin to feel whole, and that's just not true. When we fill our own cup up, we feel at peace, and that's our connection with source. And this is also the masculines going through, that they're giving me as well OCD for some of the masculines. They're in a routine of doing something the same, and if that routine gets disrupted, it can cause struggle within them. And they've got to be patient with themselves as they overcome these addictions and struggles and fears within. So the way it is to be happy today is to release and feel free. So for the masculine today, we've got stay present. So this makes perfect sense because to bring in happiness, we have to stay present. So the masculines go into struggle when they are overthinking. And when we overthink, we beat ourselves up about the past, wishing we could have done something differently or changed something, said something differently, acted a different way. And they go through that constantly when they think about how they've treated you. And it makes them feel physically unwell. Or they go over the future and they start worrying about it. What if this happens? What if that doesn't happen? And they start worrying and going into anxiety. And that causes stress. And that's why we've got the devil card there, because the temperance is all about the now. In the now we have won. If you spell now backwards, it says won. So the way the masculines are going to win today is by staying present. And that's why I feel they're doing things in the present moment today. It's Saturday. So I do feel that some of the masculines are going to be out and about. They could be shopping. They could be spending time with the children. If they're out with a karmic partner and the children, remember they're spending time with the children. They're doing it for the kids, as Kylie Minogue said. And they may be, going out with friends or, getting involved in the present moment, because that's where power is. It says the future flows gently out of the now. So the masculine's future will be far better and more relaxed and in a way balanced and even if they are more present in the now. As you live each present moment to the fullest, you are already programming a beautiful future. So it's like today the angels are saying, focus on happiness to bring in a happy future. So they're focusing on the now. So I feel the masculines don't really want to think about tomorrow at this moment because it may seem a bit stressful. Because I am feeling this burdeny energy around with the 10 of Wands, which I'm feeling intuitively, and they're giving me fear. Especially with that devil card being there. So they're being more in the now. And that may trigger you as a divine feminine because you want to talk about the future or you want to think about what's to come. But the angel's saying just for today, just breathe and be in the now and focus on the fact that you are already a unit. You're already together in spiritual truth, and let the rest go. So for the masculine, we've got meditation and security. Now I love this because, the security card wanted to come out. Okay, and I feel someone needs to hear this if your masculine works in security. Okay, they need to be more present today because they may be stressed out. So your security is about how we feel safe, and we feel safe in the now, in the present moment. Again, we worry about security when we panic over the future, or we worry about the past, wishing we'd have done something differently. So it says to feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. So again, the masculines could be going out in nature. And I am feeling again the presence of this full moon, even though it's not really coming in until Tuesday. In fact, I'm not feeling the energy of it affecting us at all next week. It's more now. So however you connect with the energies, but I'm feeling it now. So it says meditation to see more clearly, close your eyes. So the masculines today, I feel they're going to be maybe having a rest too. So some of the masculines are going to be out and about doing stuff. Other masculines are going to be taking a nap or having a rest or doing something lazily. You know, they could just be watching, I don't know, sport on the TV, and they start closing their eyes. They're relaxing. So they're going to be doing today things that relax them. You know, for some of them, that could be just closing their eyes for a few minutes. For some of them, it could be going for a long walk or a long drive or doing something, you know, they want to do. So again, don't get triggered today if your masculine seems to be out and about with their karmic partner, or there's things going on, or they're out with friends or the kids, because that's actually bringing in a peaceful energy that's going to help them to reach out to you. So the masculines are being guided to be more present in the now. And we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Now this is really interesting because in the Tarot series, I've just recorded the Five of Wands, and I'm going to be posting that on Monday. So again, that really kind of resonates with the energy we're moving towards right now. So the masculine sees you, remember, Divine Feminine, as the Queen of Wands. Now that Queen of Wands, that's you, that's creative, and that's what we've got here today, creativity. You speak your truth, you speak your mind, you be yourself. You are very conscious of that, the light and the power within you. You know, you are a muse to the masculine, and sometimes they worry that they're missing out, you know, on that. And they are really missing out when they think about it in that way, because, you know, being with you is the ultimate form of happiness for them. So today, you know, you may see it as your masculine is enjoying his day. He's out and about with friends, with his kids, what he's doing. But really, he's trying not to focus on the fact that the ego is bringing up fear around what you're doing and who you're with, and the fact that he feels like he may be missing out on something you're doing. So the masculine today is in an energy where he's missing you. He's thinking about you. He's wondering what you're doing. He loves your light. He wants to be spending the day with you. That would be his ultimate happy day. But if he can't do that, he feels like he's missing out on something, and something's lacking from his life. So to fill that up, he's bringing himself back into the now, because that's what he's been guided to do, to feel more present and more at peace. And that makes perfect sense. And this card's moving on top of the deck. We've got the Hermit. So again, the Hermit energy, you know, the need to go within. And when we go within, we understand all of this. So for the feminine today, we've got pearls of gratitude. Love it. So again, the way that we feel better today, happier today, is by focusing on gratitude. And pearls of gratitude can also be pearls of wisdom. Be grateful for all the wisdom you received today, all the ways you are, you know, kind of validated in a way about what you already know, the way the angels confirm to you the messages and the guidance and the intuition that you already know. Says it's easy to feel thankful when the seas of life are calm. So again, we're reminded that, you know, when things are going good, when things are going well, we're grateful, we're naturally grateful. But when the storms come in, that's when we also have to look for blessings, because there's always a blessing in every storm, in every struggle, in every situation, because we are learning what we need to learn. Sometimes we just have to dive a bit deeper to find that. So storms have uses too. They clear the air and often bring up treasure from the deep. Look for the pearls beneath the storm. So again, if there's any stormy energy around you today, and I mean chaos, upheaval, worry, because you may be thinking your masculine is happy without you, or they're busy or doing stuff, see through the eyes of angels. Be grateful for the wisdom you're receiving here, that they are actually missing you, thinking they're missing out on something that's happening in your life. So they are trying to be more focused and present in the now to get through it. And there's a treasure chest occurring here. And the treasure is, you know, all the magic and the blessings when we focus on that and we realise we are safe. We've got the soundtrack of your life. I love this because, again, music. Music is a very important thing in our life. It's a very important tool for this journey. So we receive music from our twin. When they can't communicate, they send messages in music or other ways. When we're feeling a bit low or we're struggling, the angels send us a song. You know, it's so powerful because when I was recording the videos for Thursday, I talked about in a little quick check-in messages through music. And in my mind, I was thinking about Swedish House Mafia. Don't you worry, child. You know, the heaven's got a plan for you. And I got in the car, me and George went out somewhere, and that song was on the radio. And then we went to the supermarket, and the song that was on as we were walking around was Angels. Okay, and it was the one by Annie Lennox, talking to an angel, that one. And I was like, wow, you can't get bigger signs that the angels are with you. So they send you a soundtrack constantly. And, you have a soundtrack of your life too, which means the things you speak about in your mind create your reality. It says what you give your attention to shapes your experience of life. So remember, if you're focused on the fear or the worry or the struggle today, that's how you're going to feel. But if you let it go and just be happy and surrender and trust the journey and know everything's on track, you're going to have an easier day, an easier life, and an easier weekend. It says, turn down the volume on the world's disharmony and choose to listen to what gives you joy. And we have to do that on this journey. And someone said to me, do you lose friends on this journey? Yes, you do, because you move away from people that no longer resonate with what you're doing. So if you feel like you need to turn the volume down, if people are gossiping around you or swearing around you or just not quite on your energy frequency anymore, that's a sign of you shifting and changing. So you don't lose friends, you gain not necessarily better ones, because everyone has a purpose in our life, but we gain people who understand us. And that came through very clearly yesterday in the quick check-in. The messages that you are understood. And sometimes we just have to listen a bit louder, for a bit longer to understand these messages. And what I'm feeling here is the shell as well, because the shell is about listening and silent times and realizing that in the silence, magic takes place and that the journey is always protected with hidden blessings you can't yet see. So when you see a rainbow or you see a double rainbow, not only is it reminding you that your journey is safe, protected and where it's meant to be, but also that at the end of that rainbow, when you've got through the delay or the struggle, there is a pot of gold there, a treasure chest, magic. It says, remember, a rainbow is just white light unpacked. Even when life seems dark, it is still full of blessings waiting to be uncovered. I love that. Doesn't that really resonate with the message we've just had? To look for the blessings even in the storms of your life. Counting the blessings will bring back the rainbow to your day. And then you realise why everything's happening the way it is for your higher good. And look at this, we've got the Three of Cups. So this is the card of celebration and reunion. So first of all, I'm seeing this as make today a happy day. A day filled with happiness, filled with joy, no matter what delays there are or struggles are going on, because your journey is protected and there's blessings to come. And they're giving me fear, so release fear and know that your celebration is coming. So the Three of Cups is about your reunion, things coming back to life, things being reborn and rebuilt. And this is about happy time, celebrating this day. Maybe you want to celebrate with friends, with family, with other people on the channel. Or maybe you just want a hermit day by yourself to feel at peace. But whatever is happening, Divine Feminine, have confidence in your journey. And you feel that within. You get that from the solar plexus. It says, no one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Be your own cheerleader. Be your biggest fan. Be the biggest fan of this twin flame journey, because that's what brings in power. That's you being a leader of your life. So it says no one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. So you have to believe in this. I believe in this journey, not just because I'm a twin flame in union, but because I've been through the processes and I've seen it work so many times in other people's lives, where you put into action the principles of surrender and healing and all these things, and letting go and trusting and living life and loving life, and it leads to union. So I believe in this journey. Do you? Do you believe in this journey? And if you believe in the journey, that's an indicator that your masculine believes in this journey too. If you believe in this love, they believe in it too. If you're doubting it, if you're struggling with it, they are too, because you are mirrors. So trust in the love and have confidence in it and the process of it. And remember, the confidence energy is very much connected with the strength of the lion, Leo energy coming in between now and the lion's gate, but also the energy of the water tiger, saying to you, don't give up, have confidence, Be strong. Remember who you are. Have a strut in your step today. Make today a happy day. And the angels are asking you that question. Do you believe in this journey? And if the answer is yes, then breathe a big sigh of relief because you're exactly where you're meant to be. Have a great day, sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.